story of Job, how he found hope in the middle of loss. Job was known as a good and faithful man, blessed with a loving family, wealth, and honor. Everything in his life seemed steady, peaceful, and secure. But one day, everything changed. In a single season, Job lost his children, his health, his wealth, and the life he once knew. The people who used to admire him now avoided him. Even his closest friends began to question him. Job found himself sitting on ashes, covered in pain, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. He cried to God. He questioned. He broke down. He felt the weight of grief pressing on his chest. But despite the darkness, Job did something powerful. He held on to God, even when he couldn't see the reason behind his suffering. 1. He was honest with his pain. Job didn't pretend to be strong. He didn't hide his hurt. He poured out every emotion to God, his confusion, anger, fear, and sadness. And in that honesty, he discovered that God was close, even when life wasn't. 2. He remembered who God is. Though Job couldn't explain his loss, he whispered, open quote, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be his name." Close quote. He chose to trust God's heart even when God's plan made no sense. Hope began to grow, not from what he saw, but from who God is. 3. He chose to keep his faith. Job refused to walk away from God. Even when his friends pushed him to give up, he said, open quote, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust him." Close quote. His faith didn't come from a perfect life. It came from a faithful God who never left him. 4. God restored him. After the storm, God spoke. He reminded Job of his power, his wisdom, and his presence. And in God's timing, Job received healing, strength, and a double portion of everything he lost. His story didn't end in ashes. It ended in restoration. The message for you. Job's life teaches us this. Even in the middle of your deepest loss, even when life hits you without warning, even when everything feels broken, God is still working behind the scenes. Your pain is not the end. Your story is not over. Hope isn't found in perfect circumstances. Hope is found in a perfect God who never leaves you. Just like Job, you may be in the middle of loss now, but you are also in the middle of a miracle you cannot yet see.